Hey everyone, Greg Batista here, your go-to Florida engineer and contractor. Today, we're diving into something that might surprise you. Hidden dangers around your property that can turn into a real problem, especially in extreme weather. Well, like a hurricane or a big storm. You've got your hurricane shutters up, you've got your roof inspected, and you think you're good to go, right? Well, let's take a closer look. There are a few things around your property that might seem innocent enough, but in the right, or should I say wrong, conditions, they can become real hazards. Stick with me. I'll keep it lighthearted, okay? After all, this is serious stuff, but it doesn't mean we can't have a little fun with this, okay? So let's start with pavers. You've seen them before, and you might even have them in your driveway, your backyard, or around your pool. They look fantastic, but did you know that during a hurricane, these pretty pavers can literally be lifted up off the ground, and they can become airborne projectiles, turning these into flying objects that could be dangerous. So imagine this, winds whip through your property and suddenly the neatly placed pavers are flying through the air like frisbees. Not exactly what you had in mind when you put them down in the first place, right? Now, this isn't to scare you, but it's just to make you aware. Loose or poorly anchored pavers can become a major issue in high winds, in very high winds. So securing them down or choosing different materials in exposed areas can actually make a big difference. Now, let's talk about another one that's easy to overlook. Tree roots. You might be thinking, Greg, it's just a tree. What harm can it do? Well, look, that beautiful oak tree in your yard is doing more than just giving you shade. Those roots can grow underneath your foundation and driveway and even your plumbing system. Over time, they can cause cracks, blockades, and serious structural issues. So, if you've got a big tree growing too close to your property, it might be time to check its roots before it starts checking your foundation for you. And believe me, when your foundation starts moving, it's a lot less fun than watching your tree sway in the breeze. Here's another one for you. Poor drainage. You might not give much thought to those puddles that stick around after the storm, but standing water around your home or building isn't just annoying. It can actually lead to serious damage. It can seep into your foundation, it can cause erosion, and it can actually become a breeding ground for pests like mosquitoes. Clogged gutters or improperly graded land can cause water to collect in all the wrong places. Over time, this can erode your foundation, weaken your building, and cost you thousands in repairs. So, keep those gutters clean and make sure the water flows away from your property, not towards it. A little maintenance now can save you a lot of headaches later. Okay, now let's not forget about the smaller stuff. Your outdoor furniture, planters, or even those cute little garden gnomes. Yeah, I said gnomes. These everyday objects can become a little dangerous. They can become missiles in a storm. You may not think twice about that lawn chair, but in hurricane force winds, it can be launched into your neighbor's windows or worse, back into your own home. So, next time you hear about a storm coming, take a quick tour of your property. Secure or bring stuff inside that can fly off. You don't want to be that person explaining to your neighbor how your favorite garden gnome ended up in their living room. So lastly, let's talk about these little cracks that you might see in your walls or around your windows. You might brush them off as, no big deal. But small cracks can invite water in, especially during heavy rains or hurricanes. That water can creep into your walls, it can cause mold, rot, and structural damage. So if you see cracks, even tiny ones, don't ignore them. They might seem harmless now, but they can grow into a much bigger and more expensive problem. So there you have it, pavers, tree roots, poor drainage, loose outdoor items, and small cracks. All of these things might seem minor on a nice sunny day, but when the storm rolls in, they can cause serious trouble. And the best part, these issues are preventable. A little bit of awareness and some simple fixes can save you from a lot of pain and cash later on. Remember, being proactive about your property's health is just like staying proactive with your own health. A quick checkup can go a long way. So if you're a property manager or a resident and you need help identifying potential hazards or making repairs, give us a call at G. Batista Engineering and Construction, or log on to askgbatista.com for more information on how to contact us and get free resources such as guides and books. We'll help you keep everything safe and sound. And hey, no one wants to be the person with flying pavers or wandering gnomes around. Let's keep them where they belong, okay?